How are you doing? I want to teach you the basics of making money online right now because I get reached out to a lot from people who wants money. And some of these people are living in places where they don't have the same opportunities that we have up here, and they don't have the knowledge that they need in order to get their life as they want. Their families are suffering, they are suffering, they're living in a futureless state. At least that's what is being pitched to me, like, way too often. So my take on this is that as long as you have internet and you have a way to access the internet, then you can do whatever you want. You don't have to panhandle on the internet in order to make something from the internet. Now, I think a lot of people overcomplicate how to make money online. It is not that different from making money offline. You have to solve a problem, and then you get paid for solving that problem. But in order for someone to solve a problem, you need to know how to solve a problem. And today, in my humble opinion, marketing and how to sell things is by far the most important skill that any human being on planet Earth can have right now. Because we weren't taught this in school. I never learned anything about making money in school. I learned how to be a good employee in school. That's it. Now, if you went to school to learn a specific skill, then you are set. You could basically do that for your own, and you don't have to trade your valuable time for someone else's dream. But the thing is, a lot of people don't have school and anything, right? So that's why I wanted to make this video. This video is directed towards one person, basically. One person that shares the same problems and difficulties as a lot of other people. So I'm doing this to make things easier for me and hopefully to help you. Because it's not that hard. As I said, if you have access to the internet, if you have a phone or a computer, a laptop, if you can borrow one, if you can go to a place and use it for a little time slot a day, then you're set. Because the internet is full of information. It's basically where all information lies today. But it's so much information that it's overwhelming. And every single marketer, every single person that's trying to sell something online has made some sort of a unique thing in their program that is none other place. That is a weird sentence. There's no other place on planet Earth. They are the only solution. That's a sales trick. It's not true. If you just know the basics, the fundamentals, then you can do whatever they do. You just have to have creativity to make up something for yourself. For instance, my program is called the FML method, right? Within the FML method, we have a lot of other things like the passion extractor and what the fuck cubed. A lot of things that is really just words. There's actually a separate category in a course that I took that says it's labeled make shit up. As long as you can solve a problem, you're good. You're good. And that could be any problem. People tend to think that they don't know how to solve problems, but you definitely know something that a lot of people don't. And if you don't, then you can get a book and learn, and then teach that. For instance, in this case, let's take marketing. The first thing you gotta do is have a phone, just an access point to the internet, and a Facebook profile. That's it. Then you go into groups, which is free, and you find people that has problems. So let's say that you go into a marketing group, or you go into a business group, or you go into a dog handling group, or whatever group and niche, we call this a niche, where there is a specific need for a specific kind of product. That's a niche, right? The dog niche, you have dog leashes, dog walks, dog washings, all things regarding dog. If you have a dog as if you have a dog as a main niche, then you have all the other things that a dog can do and that you can do for a dog as a sub niche, and then you can niche down from there. You can do this more and more specifically. Like, I train chihuahuas to wear tie knitted sweaters in winter. I'd say that is a pretty specific niche, right? As long as you know who you want to serve, you go into those groups that is about that problem and you learn how to solve that problem. If you don't know how to solve that problem there and then, you can search on the internet to figure out how to solve that. Then you reach out to the people in the comments. You reach out to people and say, hey, I noticed that you are struggling with this. The reason you're struggling with this is because of blah, 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 blah. And if you do this, blah, 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 then you're set, right? And if you structure this in a way where you tell them what their problem is, but not how specifically to fix that, then you are the authority. You have the solution to fix their problem. You have the how, and that is worth money. From there, everything else is free. You can go to Stripe or PayPal, set up an account, and you can send them an invoice to say, I will fix this problem for you. I will talk to you each week for 1 month or however long it will take to fix their problem. And then you fix their problem. And then everyone is happy. Now, I don't know how. I think a lot of this stems down to the fact that people don't want to go get the information because it took a long time to get the information. And I just want to simplify this a little bit because I took a lot of courses back in 2015 and 2016. I've been learning about this for almost a decade. And I realized just last week that I know a lot more than I thought, right? So I went around and I thought that I didn't have the knowledge to do what I wanted to do because clearly people knew more than me, right? And then I took that course, a refresher course, to go through and just see if I could hone in on some skills. And I was blown away when I figured out that I knew most of the things that was discovered in the course. I already knew it. And there's been people that has been successful with the things in the course. And the course was very basic. It taught how to sell, how to solve a problem, how to structure that, and how to get that out on the internet. You don't have to have money in order to make money online. A lot of people says that in order to do this, you need to have X amount of dollars in order to start. You need an access point to the internet, and you need to have a solution to a problem. That's it. Then you have social media there where you can reach a lot of people in a bunch of niches that needs your solution, right? Now, the reason as why I'm making this is because as I said, people reach out to me and make me feel sorry for them and make me give them money. I feel kind of like a douche sometimes when I say I'm not going to give you money. Because how much would $10 help you next week, right? You're going to have money right now to to get some food, and then in the next week, you're on the panhandling train again. But if you knew that you could just go in there on Facebook where you're reaching out to me and find people that needs a solution, where you can just read up on the problem and the solution, then you're good. Now, if you charge $20,000 or if you charge $500, that's up to you. That's one thing too. You have to charge according to what the problem is and how much the solution is worth. For instance, if you charge people, if you're serving a solution to weight loss, because we have 3 main categories: wealth, health, and relationships. So health, if you are struggling with weight loss and you're trying to lose weight and nothing has worked, and you come across a dude that has this method that has worked for him because he used to be 500 pounds, right? And then he serves you that solution. It works. How much is that worth to you? On average, that is like $2,000 or $3,000. And people are like selling these things. And I'm not saying all people. I see a trend where people from Africa and the Middle East, people from places where the internet has probably not been around for as long as it has been in Norway and the US and stuff, they're selling their stuff for $10, right? They go on Fiverr and they sell their stuff for $5 to $10 or $20 I think the most I've seen is $50 to offer a solution or a service that is being charged $50,000 for elsewhere. $50,000. Oh, okay. So let's say that is a really high-end, high-ticket item, right? Let's say that they take $5,000 a month to solve the exact same problem that you're charging $50 for one time. It's not sustainable. People keep simplifying, or no, how undervaluing themselves. And I'm saying that because I have talked to a lot of people by now, and I've done that same thing. I really did not value my knowledge at all. And because of that, I suffered. Now, out there in the world, you can target people who is making over $100,000 a month. If you have a solution to something they're struggling with that is worth them paying you money instead of them making the time to learn this from themselves, then you can charge high premium money for it. You can charge like a lot of money. Yeah. It's not that complicated. You just need to have a solution to a problem. That's it. And if you just pick up some books around that problem and learn how to really fix that, and if you become an expert in this, then it's just going to grow. If you just keep on learning and don't stop learning, it's just going to grow. It's never going to stop. Because you have a skill that will carry you on forever. In my opinion, sales, it's been around forever, right? Since the first guy traded some seashells for a camel or whatever. It has been around forever. It's not going away. It's just the way we do it is changing. So right now, in our day, right now, most people think that they need a job. Most people think that they need some employer to tell them what to do, right? But everyone has a Facebook profile. Everyone has access to Audible and to Kindle and to Amazon and to bookstores, right? YouTube. Every marketer out there right now is operating from a process or a model that is called in-up max. That's one of the ways to say it, where you offer something for free in order for them to get your email, right? I'm doing that all the time here too. You're offering something of value, true value, that will help the client and see that you have value, see that you can solve their problem, and you're doing that for free so that you can upsell them. You can sell them on your advanced products and stuff down the line so that you can charge more money because you've taken them from a place of nothing where they knew nothing about anything. And with that product you gave them, they now know enough to do something. And then they make money. And then they know that they make money because they got that free thing from you. And now they want to make more money. So they get that next step in your value ladder. The next step, the next product that will take them to the next chapter of life, right? Where you have structured that from free, $100,000, $10,000, who knows? They go in this progression, right? The reason I say that is because if you really want to learn how to sell stuff online, just go and find a marketer. And their lead magnet, their thing that they're giving away for free, will have the value that you need to develop your skill and learn something new so that you can take that and service others, so that you can make money just from learning that for free. Also, people delete spam because as soon as you go into a website or you hit a ad or you check out someone's page, maybe you like their page, then you are logged in Facebook through something called a Facebook pixel that is on a website where they track your cookies. Everyone has seen this. We use cookies for the user experience, right? They see that. And they can target you directly with their ads. The reason is that they are going into Facebook and they're plotting in, telling Facebook that I want to reach out to these people, the people that have seen me before, and then I want to give them this. And then I give them $5 a day, $10 a day, $15,000 a day, whatever. They give them money to Facebook, and Facebook will provide the platform to show your stuff to the people. So you can do everything for free, but you can also tell people or tell Facebook how to directly find the people that you need to talk to in order to sell your stuff. And if you have good stuff, if you have something that is of true value, then out of the 2 billion people that is using Facebook on a monthly basis or a daily basis, I don't know, there's a lot of people using Facebook, then some people will statistically check your stuff out and get into your thing and get to know you. You just have to be of value, and that's it. And then just build upon it. Just know that something will have a... It's hard to start in the beginning. You're starting from scratch. You don't know what it's going to look like. You don't know where you're going to go. The internet is always being changed and you have to adapt. But the thing is, the more you do it, the more stuff you have, the easier it is to promote your brand, because you're becoming a brand that people can relate to, that people can come to for value and service, and that's a business. That's a business. If you're only collecting email addresses, if you have 10,000 people on an email list and you send out some products for $10 or $50, then just a small percentage of that is going to make you income. It's not that complicated. You just have to be of service. You have to know the solution to a certain problem, and then that's it. Then you just get in front of those people. Go into the groups, go into the comments, figure out what people are, where they're congregating, what they're liking, what they're hating, everything. Find out everything that you can about the people that needs your help. And then speak their language. Speak in a way that they understand. For instance, if I want to go and hit people up on quantum physics, I'm probably going to use a lot of quantum physics terms, like quarks and how the hypothalamus reacts to thoughts and electromagnetic field and Schumann resistance and all that. If I talk with the specific phrasing of the thing I'm within or my niche, then people resonate and then they come. I think I covered the basics pretty well. If you want to make money online, just be of service. Because I don't believe in feeding people fish. I like to teach people how to fish so that they don't need to be always struggling for the $10 a day from random strangers online. Hope that helped. If not, join the community. Reach out. Peace.